Get low when the whistle go.
What is going on, guys? Today I finally wanted to put together the Disney Infinity Collection montage. Originally I was thinking about doing a top 5 or a top 10 video, but that was not fair to you guys. I wanted to be able to showcase every single person's collection that submitted it to me, so that's what I did. So check this out and enjoy it.
It's Roger here from DisKingdom.com with, as you can see, a little bit of a problem here with my Disney Infinity collection. Now all the 2.0 characters are out, I thought it was a good time to kind of have a quick look here at my collection. Now, recently, Brook Games, Hope Games put out a message saying that wanted to see everyone's collection, and I thought, well, why not? You know, so he sent me a message and said, why don't you share yours? So I thought, yeah. Let's have a look here, and I thought that would be a good idea because I think I might have a few items in my Disney Infinity collection. So here we are. So I've got all my figures here. So as you can see here, I've got the big base, and I have got all of the characters here. So we've got all the characters from the Avengers, we've got all the Spider-Man, we've got all the Guardians of the Galaxy, all the 2.0, we've got all the 1.0 from all the different play sets, the Cars, Toy Story, Incredibles, Pirates of the Caribbean, Toy Box Only, Monsters Inc., Lone Ranger. Got all the Crystal figures. Yes, I've got all the figures. The only one I haven't got yet, well, I haven't got the D23 version, but I don't think Mickey, I'm not going to be worrying too much about that one. And then we have the one figure left, 2.0 left that we still don't know about yet, or is this black suit Spider-Man. So that is a figure that I am going to be picking up at some point. I don't know quite how, if I'll buy the Vita version just for that, or if I'll wait a little bit. But yeah, so there we go. So there is my collection. We've got all the playset pieces there. We've got magic bands that unlocks the It's a Small World in 2.0. It also unlocks the Dragon's Gate in the original game. So you can see here we've got all those characters. Power discs. I've got loads of these tubes. So I've got all of the 1.0 power discs. So I've got series 1, 2, 3 and all the exclusive ones. Now I have got them all in the tubes. However, I did make the decision. I've got about 5 tubes here. One of them is full of all my traders. When I moved on to 2.0 recently, I moved on to having the binder. So I've got like the binder here with all the 2.0. So I've got all the Marvel discs. Haven't got the 2 new ones that just got released. They're on their way to me, but they're not quite. I'll be here by the time this week's over. And I also have the Disney album. Yeah. Now I will admit I have a couple of discs. I have got this disc here, but I am missing these 2 ones and this one. So they're on my list of things to get. It's kind of one of those things. I think there were so many power discs out at once. I didn't really rush out to get all of those power discs, and yeah, I didn't realise until last week when I put my album up that I was actually still missing a couple of Disney discs, but they will be soon to be added to my collection as I now know that I've got them, which is now annoying me because I've got all of them. I've also got my iPad with my 2.0 game on it, and I've also got Tron and Korra on there as digital only characters. That's a different story altogether. I'm still not entirely pleased that we didn't have a figure for them, but hopefully for a future game we will get that. But yeah, so this is my Infinity collection. When I put it out like this, it does look like I've got a hell of a lot. So I would love to see what you guys have got. Have you got all of them? Have you got specific characters? I mean, I've got all the crystal characters here. In hindsight, I probably, if I was starting again, I probably wouldn't bother with these because I don't use them hardly at all. With the exception of this one, the Lightning McQueen one. He's still kind of one of my favourite ones, and I still think he's a kind of a cool version. But yes, I mean, there's so many characters, and trying to pick when you're sort of going through a toy box or building things, who you're going to use. Now, I'm going to admit, when I'm building a toy box, I will tend to use the flyers. So Iron Man 4, I've been using Falcon a lot recently. Those are the kind of my go-to figures all the time. I'd say would be Iron Man, would probably be the most used figure I have. I sometimes will pop on which other ones, so like Tinkerbell sometimes gets used because she's a flyer. So that's kind of the main thing when I'm building or just messing about in the toy box. If I'm playing through some of the toy boxes like you might see on the channel already, what I do with them is I try to, if I can, use a figure which is representative of the toy box I'm playing, or if not, I will just try and use some different characters just because it feels like I want to, just because they all play a bit differently. I mean, there is a big difference between the 2.0 and the 1.0 characters, so I am more tempted to use 2.0 because they have all the special moves, etc. But yeah, so this is my Disney Infinity collection, and it's just going to continue to grow. We've got a little bit of a respite for a few months until we know what's happening in the future. It gives me time to get the last couple of discs. And I think there's quite a few people kind of in that same zone now that it's all sort of ended. But there we go. So there is my Disney Infinity collection.
There you have it, guys. That is every single person's collection that was submitted to me. Let me know, outside of yours, if you submitted one, whose was your favorite? Don't vote for your own. Just let me know whose your favorite was in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And subscribe if you're new to my channel. And thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Later!